right, picking up my boys. Lotus.
Hey, fucking played me.
What? No power?
I thought I was charging my batteries. The lights ain't even coming on.
Then it's probably not charged. The battery's in there. No battery's probably dead.
I never even hooked it up.
We'll push it up. They still die.
When he gave it to me, it was like
We pushed it up on the trailer. And now we're gonna tie it down and take it to the HQ to do the magic to it. Let's get it. All right.
Hooked it up, some figured shit out.
We're hooked up. Uh-huh.
But you always get shit.
Let's get it.
No matter what it is.
Right. We made it home. Now time to unload her. We already unstrapped her. And we're gonna use these ramps here because my trailer's broken from there. Still gotta fix that. So, with that being said, let's unload it. Let's get it. Right, we're using extra ramps there so they don't bend and break. Extra security. So now let's push this thing back and get her in here. Get her in the lift. Let's get it. All right, so we're up to this point. It was a pain in the butt, but we got it out off the trailer. We just got a few more inches back and we should be able to get it off those ramps. Let's get it. All right, I unloaded her. She's at her new home for now, temporary home. And I'm charging the battery now. See if it takes a charge. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. So, you have a new student?
Yeah.
So,
We have two Logans.
we're replacing the fuel pump on this Lotus Spirit 1993. I already took out the fuel pump. This is the old fuel pump. And we're putting a new fuel pump and hanger. That's a little different. I think it's upgraded pump. Yeah, we upgraded the pump. So that's that. Rima's helping us. She got her goggles.
I got my gloves. Those are
And
important.
we're gonna be installing that in here. This is where the fuel tank is. It's right in there. So let me explain to you what we have to do in order to replace it. All right, guys, so in order to replace that pump, you have an ECU. That is where my light is right here. And you have to pretty much slide it out. It should be bolted down, but this side, this car didn't have it bolted down. And then you just move it out to the side here and sit it right there with all, and just push all the wires to the side. Make sure you don't mix up any wiring, that you disconnect. Get videos of everything. Like this wire here that I left up here goes to another connector over there.
Okay.
And we're going to be putting that back how it came out. The pump is being held by this this piece here, and it's held by a few of these bolts here. They're 3mm, or no, they're 1/8 Allen key style, and you take them out and they have these plastic pieces on there. Really good design. It's really pretty. All right, and the way you take that out, first you have to, like I said, move up all that stuff out the way, and then you loosen up these lines and remove them, disconnect the wire, and then once you disconnect those lines, make sure you bring like a cup or something, so where the old lines that go to the engine, you put a cup on there. I already drained them out, but you put a cup on there and then you let it, drain out into the cup so you don't make a mess in here. And then once you slide out that pump, you just leave it on there like this, so it can drain out all the fluid or all the fuel from this end here. So that's the way you do that, and then you slide it out. Like I said, be very careful. These cars are very old and brittle, so you don't want to break anything. So now we're gonna put it in the reverse procedure. We're gonna slide in the fuel pump, and then we're gonna put this this holder bracket down or back on there, and then we're gonna tighten up those bolts. So let's get it. All right, quick tip before we put the new one in: put a zip tie on there just like on that one, and we're gonna cover the fuel pump with a bag so that we can cut these tabs here that are an excess part on there, just to make them just like this one. They cut them up on there, flush them, so everything can sit flush on the tank. So let's get it. Let's cover this up and finish this up. Sheesh. So I covered up those holes so we don't get anything in there as well. I put a rag over it, and there's a bag underneath there if you can hear it. And I clamped it down, not real tight, because you don't want to damage anything. It's just, you know, just on there so you can hold it up a little bit. And now we're gonna cut those things off and make the thing flush. Let's get it. All right, guys, we cut those extra pieces off of there, and now we're gonna put it in the car. Let's get it. All right, so we're gonna be sliding the new fuel pump in there. Just like that. Boom. This just sits in there. Just like that. And we gotta put that ring over. All right, next we're gonna be sliding this ring. And we put the connector through first, and then we have to move this thing out the way a little bit. And it's gonna move a little bit, but just gotta slide it in there. Just like that. And really tight spot, guys. There we go. Now we gotta put the bolts in. All right, guys. So I put the fuel pump in there. Everything's tight. Put the ECU back at its place. Right in there. Hooked up the new connector to that, so we don't have to zip tie it anymore. And I found a bunch of wires that go nowhere, so we gotta figure those out. But we're gonna try starting the car now that we have the new fuel pump, and see if she starts. Let's get it. All right, so I'm gonna cycle the key. I hear it come on. Let's see if it starts. She's running. Oh. Try to give it a little bit of gas, but it shut off. sounds like it's missing a little bit. She's idling pretty good at idle right now. Like I said, once it warms up and you give it throttle, it doesn't want to turn off anymore. So I think you gotta let it warm up a little bit in order for you to, like, you know, drive the car. But I think it runs pretty good. Let me rub her up for you. She pops too. That light, I think, is a bad sensor inside the tank, because there's no bubbles coming out of the system anymore or anything like that. So the coolant's pretty good. Like I said, the temperature stays around that level, and she idles good.